Hey everybody, I'm Chris. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. If you are, thank you so much for coming back to my corner of the internet. Today it's all about IPSY Glam Bag and Glam Bag Plus, so if you'd like to see what's inside February's bags, then stay exactly where you are, because we're getting into it right now. Now, because it's so early in the month, I actually haven't gotten an email from IPSY yet saying what the theme is for the month, so we're gonna find out together this time. Luckily, we do have a card, and the card says it is, "You are loved. Buy yourself flowers, wear a fragrance that makes you smile, give yourself a compliment by trying that new lip color." Created by designer Dime Jones, this month's bag is a reminder that you deserve to be spoiled because self-love is the best love. Aww, I really love that. Great message this month, IPSY. You are loved. Then the message inside says, "Showing the love." With made-for-you playlists, sending besties LOL-worthy TikToks, and of course, a little self-care. Treat yourself to whatever brings you joy. Beauty splurges, at-home facials, glossy red nails, you deserve it all. You're right, IPSY, I do deserve it all. First things first, Glam Bag. Ooh, that is really cool. Melted swirly marbled paint colors. And it's all red and white and pink and Valentine's Day-y. And the little heart keychain, gotta love it. And on the back it says, "Self-love is the best love." And for $13 a month, we should have 5 deluxe sample size items inside. The first of which being Saturday Skin. Love me some Saturday Skin. This is the Yuzu Vitamin C Sleep Mask. I use a sleep mask literally every night. I have yet to use one that has vitamin C in it though. This is gonna be great for brightening. Apply after your moisturizer. That's strange. Usually sleep masks go on before moisturizer. Apply after your moisturizer. Leave on overnight. Maybe used 3 to 5 times a week. So this is one I will have to practice moderation with. Not very good at that, but I will try. Typically, I'm a night mask every night kind of guy. Deluxe sample number 2 is Pink Lips. I think that's the brand. Not heard of them before. And this is Cherry Bomb. It says Everlasting Matte Liquid Lipstick. That's what it is. That is some tiny lettering. I mean, it's so tiny, I can't even get my camera to focus on it. It's so tiny. Who could read this without a magnifying glass? I barely could. Kids, don't forget to eat your spinach so that you'll keep your 20/20 vision for as long as possible. This is a gorgeous red. Perfect for Valentine's Day. They made a great choice in the tone. It's a really nice blue-based red, or it seems like it. Yeah, definitely a blue-based red. And if that dries down completely matte, I'm gonna love this lipstick. Oh, it's so powerful. This gives the hardcore bad bitch vibes, okay? It's giving me luxurious, it's giving me brand owner, it's giving me better not backtalk or you're fired. That's the kind of energy. It's like BBE, Big Boss energy. While we let that dry down just a little bit, let's see what product number 3 is. Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. Lotion. Is that for the body or for the face? It's for very dry to dry combination skin. They did a great job at choosing this for me. I'm normal leaning dry. If I don't take care of my skin, I get flaky and itchy and it's super gross, so I have to take care of it every single day. Thank you so much to IPSY for having the custom quiz so that everything in the box can be customized for my skin type and tone. I do want to see how thick this is. Since it says it's a lotion, it's gotta be thick. Plus, being for dry skin, actually, that's not as thick as I thought it would be. I didn't think that it would even have any drip to it, but it does. So it's not gonna be thick like a body lotion, which I'm thankful for. I don't like putting that kind of consistency on my face. Oh yeah, no, it's nothing like a body lotion. It actually feels like a gel and a moisturizer, like a cream moisturizer mixed together. And a little bit, holy crap, goes a long way. Oh my gosh. It goes so far, it's still going. Oh, okay. Good to know. That is gonna be hella hydrating. I'm gonna have the softest left arm on the block. It doesn't smell great. I mean, it doesn't smell like anything really. It just smells kind of chemically in a way. Yeah, it doesn't really have a fragrance at all, which I'm thankful for. I don't really like when specifically luxury brands, it seems like they're always the ones who do it, add a bunch of that rose fragrance into their products. It's just not a fragrance I love. And they typically tend to overdo it a little bit, in my opinion. So thanks, Clinique, for not adding fragrance to that. Especially if it's gonna go all over my face. The lipstick has almost dried down completely. It doesn't look like a dry matte. It almost looks more like a velvet cushion matte. I'm glad we're not going back into a 2018 matte where your lips just look like a puckered dry mess, we'll say. Product number 4 is from Dime Cosmetics, and it's their Volume Mascara. I actually have heard of this brand before. I'm not very familiar with their products, but I have heard the name Dime Cosmetics. I feel like there's something that went viral from them. Maybe, possibly. If you know what it is, let me know in the comments. Now let's see the wand. That is, to me, the most important part of a mascara. I mean, yes, the formula is important as well, but the wand is what gives you everything when it comes to the shape. Pretty thin, looks like we're gonna get pretty detailed with it. I can definitely see why they say it is a volumizing mascara. That's gonna get into the roots really, really well and be able to pull the product out and into the lashes. I'm kind of excited to use that, actually. Strange, that's the first product we've had with a box. Usually at this point, I have like 4 boxes just chilling to the side. Kinda nice, I'm not gonna have to throw away a bunch of boxes already. Let's not speak too soon though. Product number 5. Oh, not in a box. This is Grown Alchemist Gentle Gel Facial Cleanser. Love this packaging. This is gonna look so good on the bathroom counter. It's gonna fit in really nicely with all of the other products. Does it have a dropper or something? It's kind of strange to be in this to be a cleanser. No, not a dropper. Okay, so you just pour it out, I guess. There's a little bubble, boop. This also should work really well on dry skin. Gel cleansers typically tend to be a little more gentle so that they don't dry out the skin, so you don't get that really tight feeling when you get out of the shower or the bath after washing your face. This one has a little bit of a fragrance, but it's like a citrusy fragrance, so I'm not offended by it. That's everything inside the Glam bag. I'm actually kind of happy with the products that we got inside this bag. Everything's gonna work great for dry skin and a couple of makeup products, the mascara and the lipstick. And again, all of that for $13. Now let's move on to Glam Bag Plus. This is $28 a month and it's 5 full-size items instead. First, let's see the bag to see if it matches with the Glam bag. Oh yeah, it's an exact match. Love it when they do this. That way, when I pull this little bag out of this big bag, it looks copacetic and aesthetically pleasing. I love it. And it also says self-love is the best love. Speaking of, I would really love bags just like this that are like blue and silver and gray and white. I think that would look so cool. But of course that wouldn't fit the whole Valentine's Day theme. That's okay. I just would love it if it was like that. Now the first product in our $28 Glam Bag Plus is a brush. Yes, it is a brush. Oh, and it's such a cute little brush. Look at her. She's got pink and white little hearts all down the brush handle. Silver ferrule, and the bristles even end in a really soft baby pink. Oh my goodness. The bristles themselves are super soft as well. Who is this from? This is from Slumiss Glam? No way. What does that say? Can you read that? That looks like SLMISS Glam. That's not a word. Oh, okay. It's like a username. SL is her initials and then Miss Glam. Got it. Okay, so it is SL Miss Glam. I was going through the website. I just found that they sell diaper bags. That is so cute. I love that. So this is an angled blush brush. It is the GB01 brush. As pink blush is a necessity to Valentine's Day looks, I'm so glad they added it to this box because we're gonna have to wear pink blush today. That's no-brainer, no question about it. Second product in Glam Bag Plus is from Queen Cosmetics. We definitely know this brand. And this is another Dragon Duo. This is Liquid and Wax Pencil Dragon Liner Set. And it's a wax pencil, so I wonder if it's eyeliner or lip liner. It doesn't say anything else, just that it's a wax pencil. And it looks like it's black. Yeah, she's black. She is definitely a black liner. And I think we've also got a liquid. I can hear the little shaker inside, so I'm guessing, yes, probably a liquid. And is it felt tip or brush tip? It's a felt tip liner. So that lets me know that probably both of these are meant to be liners. I had way too much coffee this morning and I haven't eaten yet, so I'm super shaky. Don't judge me for this line. Oh my God, it's terrible. Woo! But it looks like a good liner. Oh man. So technically we just got a 2-in-1. So now for the fourth/third product, We've got, ooh, Dr. Brandt. Love me some Dr. Brandt. Hydrating Essence. Is this like a setting spray or a pre-setting spray? Tone, soothe, and revitalize for all skin types. Close your eyes and spray evenly on cleansed skin, holding the bottle about 6 inches away from the face. Okay, so this is essentially like a toner. You know what though? My skin is cleansed. There's just a lot of skincare on top of it. I don't care. We're gonna use a little bit. Smells really clean. Again, I don't think there's any added fragrance to it. It just smells like fresh, you know? I got a little glow going now. Not a lot. It's probably just because it's still wet. And now for number 4, MOTD Blush Duo. Another 2-in-1. We're just getting loaded down with products today. This is in the shade Pink Lace. Got a nice soft matte baby pink cardboard package. And let's open. Why is it not opening? Oh, there's a little elastic band holding it together. There we go. And oh, that's really interesting. It's not really a duo per se, because I don't know how you're gonna use this outer shade without using the inner shade, but kind of neat that it's got the little pinpoint on it. It's kind of a funny looking shape to me. It resembles an eyeball, and it kind of looks like the outer ring of blush is like a glowy sort of reflective satin blush. Then the inner color is definitely a matte. Let's see if we can swatch each shade separately. Yeah, there we go. You can kind of see it like that. The inner portion is the soft matte color, then the outer portion is the glowy side. Will it swatch like that? Kinda, sorta. I don't know if you'll be able to see it because it's such a soft pink, but one part of it is matte, one part of it is glowy. Not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping for like just 2 bars of blush so that we could actually have 2 separate blushes. I feel like that is so much better than, you know, this kind of shape. I gotta say though, the message on the inside is adorable. You be you, but better. Every day, honey. Every day. Now the last product in the Glam Bag Plus is from Beauty Bakery. Do it for the gram. Like graham cracker. I love that. Oh, and it's an eyeshadow palette. Okay, even better. Our Do It for the Gram eyeshadow palette will have you begging, gimme some more, with 12 foil matte and duochrome powdered ice cream shades. Ice cream. They are so cute. Whoever made the description is the pun queen. Thank you for that. Is it just me, or do you guys absolutely love every single Beauty Bakery product that you get? Because I haven't seen a fail yet. And let's see the color story. I'm assuming it's probably very nude. Oh my gosh. Okay. I mean, it is kind of nude, but I was wrong. I was very wrong. That's not just nude. We've also got some colors. Since most of us know primarily what nude colors resemble and look like, let's swatch some of the more interesting colors. I have a feeling I'm gonna use more of the pinky red tones today since we're doing like a Valentine's Day sort of look. So I'm gonna take the pinker shade up here and this more robust maroon down here and the yellow probably, and this one as well. Do these have shade names? No, not that I can see. And oh, I don't have room to swatch these. We'll just use my arm. Oh yes. I mean, they're not like super pink like I would think it would be for a Valentine's Day themed box, but they're more on the wearable side of things. They're very pretty. That yellow is really strong. Now that we've seen everything inside the Glam Bag Plus, I think I gotta say I like the Plus more. I mean, 2 blushes, an eyeshadow palette, and duo eyeliners, plus a brush to use with our blush. I think that's a win for me. That also means we do have enough products to create a look today, so I'm gonna pop off camera, prime my eyes, and we'll get started. So I think for today's look, I'm gonna keep everything more on the neutral side. Since we have this bomb pigmented red lip, I'll probably add in some pink liner or something that adds just that little Valentine's Day touch. But other than that, I'm gonna stay pretty much neutral and just keep this kind of smoky. So to begin with, I'm gonna take this shade here. I wish I had shade names so I could just say the shade name, but this is sort of the mid-tone brown, and that's gonna be the transition shade. So just gonna put it on the crease from the outer edge all the way to the inner edge. Also, since I'm gonna be adding a wing of some kind, I'm gonna go ahead and draw out the shape into the wing shape that I like to do for eyeshadow. Recently, I've been trying to keep things more on the rounded side, but I think today it definitely calls for that more drawn out, sexy kind of look. I really want to go smoky, I think. Easy peasy. Wow, I like this palette already. Then to finesse the blend just a little bit, I'm gonna take the lightest shade. By the way, the orange tone in this brown, making it like graham crackery, is perfect. I know I already said that I love this on my skin tone, but it literally is perfect. I like this. But then the lighter shade, and I'm sort of gonna use this like you would just a clean brush, just to blend out this deeper shade up into the brow bone, but why not add the lighter shade anyway, just to add more shadows. So packing it on the edge first, and then blend. Don't you just love it when shadow starts to get that really soft, smooth gradient up? Obviously, we're not there yet, but it's getting there. And don't be afraid to go back in with your previous brush and previous color. You gotta add back that pigment that gets lost in the blending process. Yes, that definitely does it for me. Soft, blended, gorgeous. Now for the darkest matte shade, I'm gonna take this dark brown. It's essentially like this is the perfect little trio for just a neutral, everyday wearable eye look. And with this one, I'm just gonna map out where my crease falls so that you can barely see it right above my eyelid. This is essentially the part that's gonna hide my hood, and I like to do this part with my eye open at first, just so I can map out that area. And from that point, it's all about building and blending. I also like to use the darkest shade to sort of map out where my wing's gonna fall. Since I'm gonna add a wing, it's a whole lot easier to do it with the eyeshadow than it is to do it with the liner first. That way I can sort of erase it if it's not in the spot I want it to be. But at this point, I can see where it's gonna fall with my forehead relaxed, so I know what general line to follow. Then of course, going back in with the fluffy brush I used in the mid-tone shade and just blending out those edges. But do you see how I immediately lost some of the pigmentation from that darker shade, especially here in the inner corner since I blew it out so much? That's why it's not a problem just to go back in with a little bit of the same shade you were using just to build it up again. And if you feel like it's too harsh again, just go back in with the fluffy brush one more time and lightly this time blend out that edge instead of buffing it so much, and it'll be a little bit softer and maybe exactly where you want it to be. Ta-da! Darkest shade on, crease cut, now the shimmer. I think maybe I'm gonna start with this shade here and add a little bit of this shade at the end, like on the outer edge, maybe. This one just looks kind of pinky, and I hope it will translate that way on the eye. I want it to be a little bit pink. Okay, that pink has a very heavy orange tone to it. Gotta say though, it fits with that whole graham cracker theme really well. Yeah, that shade definitely has an orange undertone, but I think it's more of a duochrome shade, so it does work with this whole graham cracker Valentine's Day vibe. But next I'm gonna use the red shade. I'm just using the same brush, but I cleaned off all the pigment from the previous shade, and that's gonna go on the outer half of the lid, and hopefully will help blend in the crease shade with the lid shade. Oh yes. Ooh, and I bet those are gonna blend to make the most gorgeous pinky red orange. Oh yes. Oh yes, I like that so much. That's pretty. Now with the red shimmer applied to the outer corner of the lid, I went ahead and took the dark brown and pulled a little bit of it just to the outer V, but I didn't want to do a whole lot because now we're gonna go in with the wax liner and run that all across the lash line. If it will do that. I don't know yet if it's gonna work that way, but before we go in with the liquid liner, I want to really smudge it out and get a nice smoky blend up there. Okay, so that didn't really easily want to come off, like my eyes watering because I had to press a little bit harder than I normally would, but it's okay. I mean, it worked. It's just not really able to press down that well on top of the powder. On everywhere but the wing part, I'm gonna take a really dense shader brush, something that has a very sharp end to it. Well, if I can turn it the right way, like that, and the dark brown shade, and then attempt to start smudging out the liner with the dark brown. Yes, okay, it is doing exactly what I want it to do. Thankfully, it's not super dry, super fast, so I'm actually able to smudge it with the shadow. And there we go. It's smudged out just a little bit, but we still have some emphasis and detail on the line. Now for the final liner, the liquid liner. I love this smoked out look on top of all of this gorgeousness. Now the liquid liner is probably gonna be a little bold, but it is okay. Of course, I'm also gonna shape the liner to go with my hooded lid, so it's gonna be more of like a bat wing liner, which you'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. Obvious bat wing. And then I'll actually line the lash line. Got the top part of the eye look done, added a little embellishments just to make it a little more Valentine's-y. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pop off camera, do all of my face makeup, get ready for the MOTD blush, the mascara, and the lip, and we'll finish off the look. Okay guys, base is done. I'm baking a little bit. While I'm baking, let's use the MOTD blush. I'm really hoping that it'll bring back some of the pinkness that I lost from my cream blush. I need some pink back in the look. So we're just gonna mix her up get some of the matte and the shimmery, and hope for the best. By the way, I haven't sprayed any setting spray on my face yet. This is all just a bunch of powder on top of a bunch of cream. That's not bad. It is adding a little bit of a glow, obviously, from the shimmery side, but I'm really trying my best as I go in this pan to get like this, and then flip the brush around and get this, and just really mix it up. I just don't want to get a streak of shimmer and a streak of matte. The color is really nice though. It's a pink, but it's like a natural pink, sort of a flush pink. I think there's almost a little bit of orange in it, sort of an orangey reflect. Possibly. Ooh, the glow is actually really pretty though. It looks like I'm putting on a highlighter. And since I've gotten rid of most of my texture with the complexion products and the priming products, I'm not seeing a bunch of texture from the glow. So, silver lining. Okay, so let me wipe the bake away, get my brows on, and we'll finish off with the mascara and the lip. Upon finishing everything else, I went ahead and curled the lashes as well. So now the Dime Volume Mascara. It looks like one side of the bristles are shorter than the other. That would lead me to believe that it's gonna be better for the volumizing aspect of lashes, and then the other side will be better for lengthening. So that's how I'm gonna use it. It's a very sticky formula, like kind of thick. Okay, now flipping it over to the longer bristle side. Okay, that coat is done. Let me zoom you in. So after one coat, this is the mascara side, this is just my lashes. So what do we think? Honestly, I don't know that I'd say they're any more or less voluminous than most mascaras I use. It doesn't do a bad job, but I definitely prefer something a little thinner formula-wise. And now there's both sides finished. I feel like if the bristles were just a tad bit longer, it would make it a little bit easier to use with the formula being that thick. It would just give the formula a little more space to work, but it could be just with my lashes. You know, it's different for everybody. I also really enjoy how black it is. They are like vivid black. The blackest black. And of course, to finish everything off, the Pink Lips Cherry Bomb Matte Lipstick. Oh, just look at how vibrant that is. I love it. It's really, really thin going on. It almost feels sort of watery, but it doesn't run like it's watery. I know I say this literally every time I finish using a red lipstick, but I definitely recommend using a lip liner with a red lipstick, especially a red liquid lipstick. It's just gonna save you so much time and energy and effort versus going back and forth with the applicator over and over and over again to try to finesse that perfect lip. Just use a lip liner. But with the lipstick finishing everything off, this is the final look from this month's IPSY Glam Bag and Glam Bag Plus. What do you guys think of the look? I love it. I think it ended up really nice. They paired everything together perfectly. I mean, the red lip with that eyeshadow palette, and I even went in with more tones than just the nude tones, and they still worked together. Out of the Glam Bag Plus, the Queen liners, I don't know if that's how you say it. I don't know if it's Queen or Queen, but the Queen liners, the felt tip liner is really, really great. The wax tip liner, I don't really like it so much because it's not a liner that you can really blend out. It did work on my waterline really well whenever I tightlined with it. I mean, I still have black liner in my upper waterline. It just dissipates really quickly if you try to blend it out and smudge it. So it's not my favorite for that, but it did work on the waterline. So I guess I should say it's not great for smudging. The blush brush from SL Miss Glam, the bristles were so soft and it was the perfect size for blush application. Speaking of blush, the MOTD blush, I really, really like this formula as well. Normally, I don't like blushes that have any kind of shimmer in them, but this one actually looked really, really good. It wasn't too much shimmer. Over long term, I can't say much about the Dr. Brandt toner spray. I can say that whenever I sprayed it on my skin, it felt nice and it looked nice, but that's about as far as I can judge it. The Beauty Bakery eyeshadow palette, however, I enjoyed this wholeheartedly. I always love a Beauty Bakery palette, whether it be a face palette or an eye palette, and I cannot wait to build my collection even further with Beauty Bakery. Then for the Glam Bag, again, can't speak to the skincare products as I haven't used them yet, but the mascara and the lipstick, we know my thoughts on the lipstick already. Pigmentation is bomb. Formula is just thin enough, but not too thin that you can't control it. Love the Pink Lips formula now. The mascara though, it was just kind of meh, you know, like 5 out of 10. It wasn't amazing, it wasn't really bad. Honestly, I think if they just tweak the bristles on at least one side and make it a little bit longer so that you can build the volume with one side, but then pull the product out a little bit easier with the longer bristles, it would be a perfect mascara. But that's just my opinion, my thoughts. That being said, I'd like to thank IPSY for sending over this month's Glam Bag and Glam Bag Plus, and I'd like to thank you guys for joining me for the unboxing and the try-on. And if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up just to let me know that you did. Also, if you like this look and you want to see more looks like them, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok. My username is the same for everything. It's just ChristopherJMUA. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!